Everybody listen.
Yeah.
Is what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
Uh-oh, it's going to be a day. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Armon Wiggins is here with me today.
What up?
Oh, it is the Armon Wiggins show today.
Listen,
that's all
I'm
I know.
Excited.
I know you're going to be in town today and tomorrow getting ready for this Diddy sentencing, which we'll talk about in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I saw you really recapping the whole Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Sussy Santana, JT situation.
Yes, it was a crazy week this week. Messy. Stan Twitter was going up this weekend.
It is. I know your page is lit. And so I'm happy you're in town.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. You know, I love coming to hang out with you guys. It's always a good time. And what better than now?
What better than now? Did you bring any baby oil? Are you...
Actually, I did bring a little baby oil, but that was just for myself. Though.
Okay.
You know, not.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to get this show started, and it's going to be a doozy. So if you part of Barty Gang, if you a Barb, whatever it is, make sure you keep it locked on here. We'll be talking about all that. But you know how we got to start the show. Woosah, love and positivity. 800-292-5150. Yes. Call us up and let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my guest host for today, Armon Wiggins.
Hey.
Now, he's like, let's get this positivity out the way. Let's shine a light. No, I'm kidding.
No, good positivity is always good.
It is.
Great to start the morning.
All right, well, today I want to shine a light on a new social media platform that is designed for the Black community. It's called By Invite Only, BYIO. And it's the first ever AI-forward social platform founded and owned by Black women.
Wow.
According to a press release. It's designed to build community, and according to their press release, unlike traditional platforms that alienate and mistreat certain demographics, Bio is everything that all the others are not and can never be, because we prioritize authentic interactions, privacy, and user control. It's 100% invite only. And it's the community deciding who gets on and who stays on. So you can't be on there wilding out because you got to go. Okay? Yeah. So I love that. So shout out to BYIO. Now, Sean, who do you want to shine a light on?
My wife, Liz. She's a wonderful woman.
Wife, Liz. All right, tell us more about Liz.
Liz is the type of woman everybody looking for. You know, she got a job. She do her own thing. You know what I mean? She got her life together.
Mm-hmm. How did you guys meet?
I hit her up on Facebook, and ever since then, we've been inseparable.
How did you know you were in love?
Just her personality and her persona to life is just great. Every time I'm around her, I just feel, I get goosebumps. Like, I feel good.
To this day. That is so sweet. Well, thank you for calling, and shout out to Liz. We shine a light on you today.
Thank you so much. And tell her I love her very much.
You could tell her.
Okay, thank you.
Liz, he love you very much. All right, thank you for calling.
Very, very much. You're welcome.
All right, take care. That was Shine a Light. Now let's switch gears completely. And we're going to come back with some Yee tea. We'll be talking about Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, Sussy Santana versus JT. How did we get here? It's Way Up.
That incredible.
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee tea. Way Up.
Ooh, it's ugly. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Armon Wiggins. How are you?
Good, Angela. I just want to talk about it because it's definitely getting uglier than.
All right, Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. So you and I behind the scenes were trying to figure out, you have the whole timeline. I don't know who tweeted what, when, who's responding to who started it. But let's just give some background on the beef between the two of them.
Let's do it.
Because I feel like it all started around the Motorsport time. They were on a song together, the Migos Motorsport. And then the fallout really started happening from there, right? There was shoes being thrown, knots on foreheads. And then after that, there were husbands getting involved and getting into it. Offset and Zoo had an altercation a couple of years ago.
At the VMAs.
At the VMAs, yes. They said they were looking for Offset, all kinds of things. And things have still continued from there. It got a little quiet for a moment. Yeah. So now break it down for me.
I think now we're at a point where the beef has gotten back picked up. But, Cardi B dropped Am I the Drama? And so I guess she proved that she's the drama. She came out
said that.
busting a lot of shots, and I think the biggest thing is a lot of people are missing with this Nicki-Cardi beef over the last week. A lot of people are saying, Nicki is miserable and Nicki's like a dark-spirited person. But I think that we have to acknowledge the fact that Cardi B thought she was going to outsell Nicki Minaj. And when she did not outsell Nicki Minaj and only sold 200K, Nicki Minaj came online and started popping it. Cardi B didn't like that she started popping it. And then that's when the back and forth started happening.
Okay, so do we have that audio from, because I didn't recall all this happening, but you said Cardi was arguing with a Barb on live.
So she was arguing with the Barb online, and she basically said she's going to outsell, she's going to be back on top. Now, people will try to say that she wasn't talking about Nicki, but we know she wasn't talking about Glorilla. That was the last female album to outsell. We knew that Cardi B was going to at least do 100K.
All right, listen to this.
Crying because I'm going to outsell. I'm going to have he on top. That's a fact. What do you think is going to happen when I drop my album? You think it's going to flop? You know it's not going to flop.
The album did not flop, by the way, and great critical acclaim. People are saying it's an amazing album. I've seen that.
Yes.
And I personally do like the album. But right now you're talking about sales, and you're saying, so that woke Nicki up when she heard Cardi saying she was going to outsell her.
Well, yeah, because I mean that's the whole competitive nature on it. So there was the outsell part, there was the shots that's being thrown on the record, figuratively, like Nicki's feeling like, well, Cardi's throwing shots about, tour and having to pay for stuff and going broke, and then there's the Young Thug stuff. So Nicki was quiet during this entire rollout.
So Cardi got on the album, Young Thug's album,
yes,
and had some things to say, some shots to take at Nicki, but didn't say her name.
She didn't say her name, but then people were suggesting that this was happening. She was talking about Akbar, and and we love Akbar, but respectfully, nobody's thinking about a trip that Akbar went on with her man, and nobody's thinking about Akbar's finances. So what other rapper are you talking about? What other woman are you talking about?
Now, one thing we can agree on is it got very ugly. Like certain things that were said, and we're going to get more into it in About Last Night as we're discussing, because I was at a shoot yesterday with G Herbo, and this is for Power Force 4. Power Book 4 Force. And the whole time I was there, I was like, oh my God, they're still going. So we'll talk more about this. About Last Night is next. We're going to get more into this Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. It's way up.
So, About Last Night. Here's how it went down.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Armon Wiggins. You might be the drama.
You know what? They say I'm the drama.
All right, we're talking about Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. We've been having a very lively exchange ourselves, and so we didn't even get to the tweets that were happening yesterday, because Nicki Minaj had some things to say about Jay-Z as well, and talking about different allegations. I literally had to Google some of the people she was talking about, because I was like, who is this person? And then I was like, oh,
Yeah, yesterday I was clutching my pearls, because I feel like yesterday though for me was probably my least favorite day of the episodes, because it got really dark yesterday.
Yeah. Talking about kids, talking about autism,
dead people,
talking about dead people, talking about fertility.
Yeah.
All of that to me was this is also something that you're trying to direct this to each other, but this is something that a lot of people are like, well, I have an autistic child, or I've had fertility issues.
Yeah.
And so I saw a lot of people kind of weighing in on that and feeling like they're hurt by this. And also thinking about the bigger picture, because one thing about me is I'm not going to let you drag me into something online, because I know I have people watching, sponsors, endorsements. And so I don't ever want to ruin that.
Yeah.
But one thing I was saying yesterday was Kendrick and Drake had their beef. Pusha T and Drake had their beef. One thing I love is when people go in the studio and monetize the beef. If you're going to do something, go make a diss track. Let's go back and forth. Let's do it that way. Let's run those numbers up. Let's keep it there.
Yeah.
Let's not threaten to run up on the person. Let's not threaten to beat somebody up. Let's not do those things. But how about you go in and let's see who's going to drop a hotter diss track?
Yeah, I think that's the point. Points were made there. But I think, when you get to a point where you're talking about people's kids, I think Cardi B just got upset. She was mad. I think Nicki was more trolling, but I think Cardi got mad because it got so dark. So I think we shouldn't even go that dark on both ends.
And I think people know how to push buttons,
yeah.
right? If you say something about Cardi B's kids, That's the trigger right there.
Yeah.
And vice versa. And then Cardi B talked about Nicki Minaj being diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar and heavy on drugs, cocaine. She was calling her Cocaine Barbie.
Yeah.
And saying she doesn't listen to anybody. Then she also said, your son's favorite color is 5.
Oof.
Yeah.
And so, Nicki gets really, really triggered by that, too. So whenever you talk about Kenneth Petty and Papa Bear, Nicki is going to go to hell with it. And so...
Yeah.
You got 2 big mama bears just like not playing no more.
Now, who do you think is the drama in all of this, though? If you had to say.
If I had to give the drama, I feel like Cardi alley-ooped it because she started it with the album, but I think Nicki finished it because Nicki really causes conversation. Like, I feel like nobody really cared until Nicki got involved with this stuff.
All right, well, you guys, 800-292-5150. Who's the drama? I see y'all on social media weighing in and having things to say. I'm going to read some of these tweets.
Who do you think is the drama?
I'm going to read some of these tweets.
Okay.
We'll talk about it when we come back.
Okay.
We want to hear from you. 800-292-5150. Who's the drama? It's Way Up.
Going way up with Angela Yee.
Yeah,
Let's go.
turn me up.
Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Armon Wiggins. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We're having a good time today.
All right, we're talking about who is the drama between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I was just showing you an old 2009 interview I did with Nicki Minaj.
And it was so cute. I love that interview. I love all your archive stuff.
Yes, a lot of stuff that people have never seen too. But when it comes down to this, I want to say who I think the drama is.
Okay.
Now, we already know you said you think the drama is Cardi.
No. I think the drama is both of them.
Okay, it's definitely both of them. I want to say the drama is the people on social media that are egging this on, that are doing the most, that are telling them, oh, she said this about you, weighing in, trying to push people's buttons, saying nasty things also. Not you.
Well, that would make me the drama.
Well, yeah. But there's people who are literally saying nasty things, like, and also representing, like, whether you're a Barb or Barty gang, but saying things about the other person's kids, saying go there, drag them to hell, all of that. Those are the people I think that are really causing all this drama. Now, Jael, who do you think is the drama?
They are both the drama. I can't believe my 2 girls are fighting like this, and it's so petty, it's so dark, and they are both huge influences. And they have even influenced me, myself. I went through infertility myself. So for them to even put the kids into this, it's so disgusting. And I feel like I don't even want to support both of them.
Ooh. Then make it, now you lost a fan for both of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That was so disgusting.
That's what I was saying too. I was like, women really deal with these issues, and they deal with autistic children, they deal with infertility issues, and so making fun of that or saying something like to somebody about that, that's never
publicly is just wrong. Culture, you are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful
gorgeous
black
girl.
And whatever Dominican girl. You are so beautiful. That was so disgusting for Nicki to even put her name out there like that.
Right. We got to think about these kids. And she's right. Culture is old enough to kind of like hear a little bit of, she probably goes to school and got to hear this.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Yes, Culture is exactly who she thinks she is.
I know that's right.
She is so cute, though.
Thank you for calling. Naisha.
Hi, Angela.
Me and Armon want to know who's the drama in all of this.
Oh, it's most definitely Nicki. Like, it seems like she's hating because Cardi's album dropped. She's trying to sabotage it from going to number 1 by having her Barbies tweet online, like, Barbies, buy the albums. If you don't buy the album, I'm going to curse you out. Like, Nicki, you're the drama. You're hating also. You should never bring kids into this.
Yeah, I mean, they both did bring the kids, and thank you for calling. Nisha, what up?
Hey, I'm going to say Cardi's the drama, and here's why. She does so much inappropriate stuff, and for some reason, because we laugh at her, that she gets a pass. If you had a daughter, would you allow your daughter to hang with a Cardi B? No. Would I want my daughter to present herself like that? No. It's like you can separate Nicki's entertainment from her being real. Now, don't get me wrong, Nicki's a bit mean too, but Cardi's she's the drama.
I must be honest, I've hung out. I've had a time with Cardi B. I like. She's fun. She's a nice girl. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to have a good time, and she owns who she really is. What I don't like is people who don't own who they really are. Like, there's people who try to act perfect, who act like they never did anything. Cardi will own all of those things.
Yeah, but it doesn't excuse her being inappropriate, though. And Nikki's a mean girl, too. I mean...
Well, that's the thing that people are saying, like hearing these recordings and...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to be a mean girl. I'd rather a mean girl to my face than a mean girl behind the scenes, and I have to find it out through a leak recording.
Well, welcome to the business.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
I know.
Fake is fake.
All right, thank you for calling. It feels like it's pretty tied up. I mean, somebody don't like both of them now, and somebody said Nicki, somebody said Cardi's the drama. The thing is, and what we've said all along, now this has everybody really divided. So somebody drop a track. All right. Well, when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and we didn't even talk about JT and Saucy Santana yet. So let's do that since we have the drama live with us today. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the room.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yeetie.
All right, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Armon Wiggins.
Hey.
All right, let's talk about JT versus Saucy Santana.
More drama, child.
Because we have not talked about this at all yet. So clearly Cardi B was going after JT on the song Magnet. Mm-hmm. Right? I think we all can agree to that. And JT definitely was upset about that. But then this led to JT and Saucy Santana going at it. Now, how did their beef start?
Well, so Santana had been reciting the Magnet record, you know, and I think JT felt a way about it.
Well, I could see why.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I could see why. That's understandable.
And they're supposed to be friends. But I think the issue is people were thinking like that they were closer than they actually were. I think Santana and JT had been falling out, you know, but JT then came online and said that Saucy Santana's album was bullshit. It was BS, and so he got offended by that.
All right, well, here's what JT had to say about Saucy Santana.
You wake up, jump on TikTok, trying to insert yourself in something. Go check yourself out. You can't do Ozempic and pop, you crackhead ass. Then you get on live because you so poor, falling asleep, slobbing out your mouth with them empty ass walls in that empty ass house.
Now... Ouch.
Empty walls and empty house.
I mean, she said a whole lot more. Now, Saucy went on Twitter Spaces, X Spaces, I guess. I don't know what it's called now.
He had about 30,000 people on there.
And one of them was Young Miami, Carisha.
She was awake.
And here is what Saucy had to say in response, and just a small snippet of what he said.
JT, I do to you. The thing is, Cardi B is my real life homegirl. So me supporting her album the same way I supported yours has nothing to do with you. So let's get to the bottom of it. You just don't like Santana. Can't have a baby ass. The first time you was arguing with Cardi B, Nicki texts Carisha. You and Santana not gonna say nothing? No. They arguing about you. Nobody not getting in that lap dog.
Wow. I want to say, because so clearly they're not as close, you know, even like Carisha and Jay. Because I think if they were, then maybe she would have.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. This feels like Santana was saying everything that Carisha wanted to say to JT, and Carisha was letting it rock. You know what I mean? And now Santana is all of a sudden Cardi B's homegirl. But let's be clear, because he was trying to throw a lot of shots at JT about her liking Nicki. Santana, you wanted that feature from Nicki, and when you didn't get it, you then became a Cardi B fan.
You know what I don't like about all of this? It feels like everyone has to pick a side. Like if I do a song with Cardi or if I do a song with Nicki, then that's the side I'm on. But it can't be just like...
Well, it also feels like people lead one way, and when they don't get what they want, then they go to the other side to see if they can get it. Because Santana also said nasty things about Cardi B's children before, but he has since apologized.
And one thing that people don't like is when you say that you can't have kids, because there's so many women that are like, ooh, you know, that was that's a low blow.
Yeah.
But then people were saying that JT was shaming Cardi B for having so many children. So it's just like the kids somehow, the innocent children are getting dragged into this.
I just think I think we got to tread lightly as, you know, gay men when we start talking about women's vaginas and talking about their fertility issues, because if they then start calling us the F word and stuff, then we'd be offended. So we got to be able to have discourse without going too low, because I would feel some type of way if she wouldn't call them the F word.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That definitely makes sense. Whew. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. We got a lot more of that, but when we come back, under the radar, these are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar. Now, a Trump advisor is talking about ICE, and they're saying that ICE will be at the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show, and that they will deport you. All right? We'll talk about it. It's way up.
Check the news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and Armon Wiggins is here.
I'm having a great time. I love coming up here.
You ready to go under the radar with us?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, Trump advisor Corey Lewandowski, who is an advisor at the Department of Homeland Security, was on the Benny Show podcast. And yesterday he warned people, if you were planning to go to the Super Bowl, they are going to have ICE there. Here's what he said.
There is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, not the Super Bowl and nowhere else. We will find you. We will apprehend you. We will put you in a detention facility and we will deport you.
You know how crazy this is?
So how do they know and how do they identify who's illegal and who's not?
They are allowed to stop you if you just look a certain way. And I'll tell you who they're not stopping. White people. Even though there are white people who are also here in this country and not documented, they're not going to stop them. Yeah. They're fine.
So I feel like just a lot of Latino people, Hispanic people are getting stopped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dang.
And, Bad Bunny purposely was when he did his tour, he did it in Puerto Rico.
Right.
Because he was concerned if he did a tour here that ICE was going to try to raid the tour, stop people, harass people, detain people. And so he's raised a lot of money in Puerto Rico, but now...
This feels racist.
He is...
And prejudice.
It is.
It definitely feels that way.
Because to be clear, there are white people. They are not the ones who are going to get stopped and harassed. And so, like you said, that's what the plan is. So right now, it's also a government shutdown while you're here.
Yeah, I know.
And that just started too. So Democrats and Republicans are blaming each other for all of this. And we don't know how long this is going to end up lasting with this whole standoff. A lot of this has to do with healthcare and a lot of behind the scenes discussions to end this shutdown in the Senate. But I don't know what's going to end up happening. Donald Trump is saying that a lot of people are going to end up getting laid off. He's also planning to do some irreversible things, he claims, during this time and take advantage of the government shutdown for his agenda. All right. Well, all of that to say, Armon, while you're here, when it's time for you to go back home, just make sure you get to the airport early because we don't know how this shutdown is going to affect travel in the airport.
Really?
Yes. We do have the Way Up mix for you at the top of the hour. Of course, we got to talk about Diddy later because I know that's why you're in town. So we got a lot more to come at you with. We got to Ask Yee. We got Yee T. It's Way Up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee T.
Come and get the tea.
Never knew what I
hold on, we're on, Armon. Okay. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
We were in that pocket right there.
All right, well, let's get into some Yee T.
All right.
Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are going to be suing Ray J for defamation.
Oh, it's about time,
We're tired of this. All right, Ray J. This all came from Ray J saying that Kim and Kris are part of this whole RICO charges. Here's what he said.
The federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. If anybody know Kim and cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming. It's worse than Diddy.
Whoa. That's a big deal.
I'm not afraid of that. If I'm Kim and Kris, Ray J just talking. The only thing is, though, Ray J, I feel like they will actually sue you, though.
Well, they are. So according to reports, they said that this is just the latest in a decades-long campaign Ray J has waged against them. They had now a lawsuit that's filed by Alex Spiro, and they said that Ray J is unable to accept the end of his fleeting relationship with Miss Kardashian over 20 years ago.
Who do you think is? But here's the thing: what if Ray J actually got a trick up his sleeve, though?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of tricks Ray J got.
That would be the ultimate finesse if he comes out on top of this.
Well, Ray J has said now in response to this lawsuit that he will not be silenced. Here's what he said.
I'm not about to be silenced. I just got off the phone with Alex Spiro. Honestly, y'all should be super scared because I'm not backing down. I'm tired of it, and I'm not selling it no more for all this dumbass money y'all trying to pay me. The rain is coming. There's nothing you can do about it.
Now, Ray J also said, Alex, have you talked to the feds? That's all I want to know. Have you talked to the feds? Click the link, Alex, and come on my Twitch and say the same ish to me publicly. Y'all don't scare me.
See, I don't know about that because I feel like Ray J trolls, but those Kardashians are serious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He better be serious and have some serious money to battle.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Kim Kardashian, in the meantime, in a new teaser for season 7. Can you believe it's already season 7 of the Kardashians? The newer show. Yeah, I didn't even realize it's been on that long. But in that trailer, she's talking about how somebody close to her put a hit out on her. Listen to this.
I got a call from investigators. Someone extremely close to me put a hit out on my life.
Everybody's kind of on edge. I heard footsteps walking into my room.
I am terrified out of my mind. I'm happy it's over.
Now, to be clear, back in 2022, Kanye had posted on social media, yesterday Kim accused me of putting a hit on her. So let me get this straight. I begged to go to my daughter's party and I'm accused of being on drugs, and I go play with my son and I take my Kiara graphic novels and I'm accused of stealing. Now I'm being accused of putting a hit on her. These ideas can actually get someone locked up. They play like that with black men's lives, whether it's getting them free or getting them locked up. I'm not playing about my black children anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be some creative direction for the new season.
Yeah, I feel like it was already something that he said, so maybe she's like, well, let's put it in the series.
Yeah, let's play on it.
Let's reenact that.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it is. We got to get these viewers in here.
Exactly.
All right, and speaking of viewers, Toni Braxton has a production deal with Lifetime to spearhead a series of films based on songs from throughout her career.
I'd be here for that.
You looked so happy when you stopped and you saw... Yes, according to Deadline, that multi-picture deal will begin with He Wasn't Man Enough.
He wasn't man enough for me.
That's going to be
as long as there's a series of shortcuts in it, too.
Ooh, I'm excited for that. What's my favorite Toni Braxton song? Like, what would I want to see?
I like He Wasn't Man Enough. You obviously Unbreak My Heart.
Oh, yes. Breathe Again.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be serious. Oh, man, you know what? I'm glad we had some nice, good news today, because in the midst of all of this drama, shout out to Toni Braxton. Yeah, another sad love song. Oh, that's a good one, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me high. Oh, yeah, drug song. Now, here's my song. This is the one I was looking at. How Many Ways? How many ways?
I don't know if I know that one.
I love you. 1, 2, I love you. Okay, I like that.
And what episode would that be about?
I don't know. I just like that song.
Oh, okay.
Love Should Have Brought You Home Last Night, baby. All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Any question you have, we're here to help you out. It's Way Up.
Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
All you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Armon Wiggins. How you doing, Armon?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right. Well, it's time for Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. We have Zai on the line. What's up, Zai? What's your question for Ask Yee?
So me and my wife just had our second child. Well, our first one is 3. This one is, the newborn stage.
Congratulations.
Everything's going great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everything's going great. Obviously, we're both tired, with the sleeping schedule. My wife is super exhausted, right? I don't blame her. So I guess I'm trying to figure out what are some nice things I can do for her besides, the traditional stuff or, besides helping her more with the baby that I can do for her to make her feel better or kind of give her some relief. But something that's I guess budget, low cost friendly, just because all our funds are going to this new baby currently. So
right,
trying to figure out how I can work around that.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to tell you what I know from my friends who have babies, like newborns. Cleaning up is a main issue, right? Because you're so exhausted from having to deal with, the baby, trying to get some sleep. There's a ton of laundry that has to get done. Sometimes you're too exhausted to even take a shower. And then sometimes the house be a mess on top of all of that. You know what a relief it is when the house is clean? If there's a way that you can participate or have maybe like a little cleanup party where she don't have to do nothing but relax and deal with the baby and not have to clean up and do the laundry and do all of that. And maybe there's a way you can make sure the refrigerator is full, there's food, you know what I'm saying? That's important too. All of those things, I think, so that she can just focus and relax. And she probably also really wants some sleep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if there's ways that you can make sure that she is just getting some rest, she could feel like a queen. The house is clean. No matter, I don't have no kids, but I know when the house is not clean and I feel like, man, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. That is irritating.
Yeah, she's the same way. She won't sit down until the house is spotless.
Do you have family that can also help at all?
Yeah, I can have my in-laws or my parents as well help out.
Yeah, you could be like, look, I want to do something special where, we give the thorough cleaning of the house I'm sure they would help. Make sure she gets some good food so she can really sit down and eat. Even if it's something where y'all have a night out and somebody can come, and I know you have a newborn and a younger baby. If there's somebody you could trust that could come and like she can get dressed and go out of the house and not have to worry for a night and just feel pampered, that could be nice too.
Cool. All right, definitely appreciate it.
And one more thing I want to say, there's apps for like at-home massages. Imagine if you get the house cleaned and then somebody comes and gives her a massage at the house. She don't even got to go nowhere.
Yeah, she does love massages.
Yeah, enjoy that. And when you get the massage, make sure you got like some good smelling candles, get some music playing, and just give her some peace.
Cool. Definitely will.
All right, well, good luck.
All right, thanks, E.
And congrats again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and ask any question that way. And when we come back, we got to talk about Diddy, okay, Armon?
Yes,
I know you're in town because Diddy's getting sentenced tomorrow. So we have some updates. There's going to be an interview that drops tomorrow morning, and this person is not on Diddy's side.
No.
So we'll play a snippet of that. We'll also talk about somebody who felt coerced in this whole Diddy trial. And I want to get your opinion on what type of sentence you think he's going to get.
I'm excited. Let's talk about it.
All right, it's way up.
Everybody listen. Yeah. It's what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with Armon Wiggins, my guest host for today.
Yes, a.k.a. The Drama.
And you are here for this Diddy sentencing, not the trial anymore, the sentencing that's happening tomorrow. And so let's get into that.
Let's do it.
And by the way, tomorrow on CBS Mornings, there's going to be an exclusive interview with Diddy's former stylist, Deontay Nash, who also took the stand, right?
Yes, which, by the way, to me had one of the best testimonies during the trial. So I'm interested in seeing his interview.
Well, here's a snippet of what you can see tomorrow morning.
You say you were strangled on several occasions.
Several.
Was there ever a point where you thought, I could die?
The whole time. I said, he gonna kill us.
You talk in the lawsuit about literally having a to-go bag and cash just in case you had to go into hiding?
This was normal. Very normal behavior. And everybody pacified it. Who are we gonna call? Ghostbusters?
And, back in July, Deontay also wrote a letter to the judge saying that Diddy was an immediate danger to victims and witnesses and pleaded for him to not be released.
Yeah, he definitely testified to a lot of those things in the actual trial, and he was very believable. And it seemed like the judge also was really interested in his storytelling. And he was very matter-of-fact about it. He didn't shy away from anything.
All right, now the prosecution wants Diddy to get 11 years, but Diddy's team wants him to get time served. And so people are anticipating the judge is going to do something in between time served and 11 years. What's your anticipation?
Yeah, I feel like the judge has something to prove. I don't think that the judge wants to be the one to get Diddy completely off. So I think Diddy will be getting some time. I don't know, maybe like... Are we shooting for numbers?
Yeah, I want to know your number.
Okay, my number, I'm gonna say 7.
Okay, 7 years.
What time? But then what time serves? So maybe drop down to 5. But I'm gonna say 7.
I feel like he's gonna get like 5 years, and then some of that will be time served, so he won't be in. That's what I think. You know what else? Diddy's also been doing this career development course for fellow inmates while he's been incarcerated. It's called Free Game with Diddy. And he has a syllabus, homework, and all of those things. He has a teaching assistant at his disposal as well. I feel like all of those things, they may look at it favorably. Now, another thing that happened is that he did get more support from Gina, the woman that he used to date, who wrote a letter to the judge on his behalf and also said that prosecutors pressured her into becoming victim 3 in the indictment. She said she fully cooperated with prosecutors, sat down with them 3 times, answered all their questions, turned over all the evidence, but she felt pressured to play the role of a victim by the prosecutors, even though she said she was not a victim and does not feel like she was a victim. She said that prosecutors kept telling her that she was and that she had been sex trafficked and forced into prostitution by him.
I feel like the prosecution said that she was because she's done interviews and said that he kicked, beat, and punched her, even though this wasn't what that case was about. But it just kind of felt like Gina, towards the end, changed her tune because she wanted to still be in sync with Diddy. Like, she wanted to still keep whatever benefit that was. And so she was lying, it felt like.
Well, let's get ready. We got to talk about this, but let's get ready for that sentencing tomorrow. We'll discuss what time can you expect that sentencing to happen, and we'll give you some more details. It's Way Up.
And I'm back. We about to do this.
One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee.
You're Way Up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee with my guest host, Armon Wiggins.
I'm having a blast. You know, I just want to tell you, I love you so much.
Oh, well, I love you too, Armon.
Yes.
And I wonder how Diddy feels about you. But anyway,
I don't think I know how to answer that. I don't know. I don't want to know.
But he is going to have his sentencing hearing tomorrow. What time do you have to be there for that to start?
On or around 10 a.m.
Okay. And before Diddy finds out what that sentence is going to be, he also wants to speak and address the judge as well. So it's 2 counts of the Mann Act. And in court documents, his attorney says the sentencing proceeding holds significant importance for Mr. Combs. He wishes to appear before the court, address Your Honor, and allocute in the most dignified and respectful fashion possible. They also wanted the judge to allow him to wear street clothes instead of his jail jumpsuit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What does the street clothes do, though? What do you think that's going to help?
What, and this is like a psychological thing.
Okay.
They say that when you appear that way, you want to look the best before you come before the judge. And sometimes, like, depending on what you're wearing, that can sway, like, it could be something like psychological. You know, how people look at you.
But do you feel like the street clothes...
You got on that bright orange today. That bright orange ain't going to work in front of the judge.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But Diddy, like, if he comes in his Diddy outfit, is that going to feel humble enough for the judge? Like, will the judge say, like, hey, this is a celebrity in front of me. You're not humbled. You might see that monster.
He can't wear his jewelry and nothing like that.
Yeah, you can't do the jewelry.
Okay. Well, so I'm interested, and I know you cannot wait to find out. You've been covering this trial from the beginning.
Yes.
And so I'll be interested to hear what Diddy has to say.
I'm interested in what Diddy has to say. I'm interested to see who's going to show up in support of him tomorrow.
And I'm sure some people will show up in support of the prosecution tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
To see what's going to happen. But, you know, the kids, the family will be there full force. That's another thing that looks good, right? When you have people in court supporting you, especially your family members.
Yes. And all the letters that he's gotten. And I think, you know, no matter what, though, we can expect fireworks tomorrow. Whether good or bad, it's going to be an explosive day.
What do you think his bag is going to be like at the end of all of this? Like, do you think he'll be able to come home and people will give him opportunities? Can he be back in the entertainment business? Do you think...
You know what? I definitely think that. I think that people will still want to work with him because I think as long as he was exonerated from the biggest crimes in which he was, I think people will still... His reputation is ruined a little bit, but I still think that people will want to work with him. They still will interview him. They still will collab from him. He's still Diddy. He still made lots and lots of money. And he still has fans.
Ooh, it's going to be interesting because we've never had a situation like this. I feel like in this hip-hop industry, it's never been nothing like this. All right, well, you guys, this is your show. So when we come back, you guys get to have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Ooh, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Armon Wiggins in here.
Yes, it has been a day.
Yeah, it has been a day. And shout out to everybody listening on 96.1 The Beat in Atlanta, by the way, because their Jingle Ball is going to be crazy. Big X The Plug, Jermaine Dupri and Friends, Kaylani, Little John and Friends, Mariah the Scientist, Molly, Nelly. That's December 18th. We need to go.
Yeah, well, let's go.
To Jingle Ball in Atlanta. So you can go to 961thebeat.com/Jingle Ball. Use the password BEAT, and that's how you can get those tickets on sale, period.
I'm riding with you.
Yeah, come on, I got you. Ride with me. But anyway, thank you to everybody who called in today. We were talking about who is the drama. And I think both you and I
think we became the drama today.
Well, no, I was going to say you and I both agreed that it was like the social media fans and everybody else, and that they're both the drama. Like,
yeah.
You know, because I think they've both said a lot of things that maybe they're like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, kids are off limits. And let's just keep it in the booth, ladies.
Right. But they're evenly about the... as a matter of fact, it don't even matter who said what first when it comes to the kids. Nobody should be saying nothing. Like,
at all.
Sometimes you got to be like, now, whoa, wait a minute. Remember when they did Super Ugly and Jay-Z ended up apologizing because his mom didn't like one of what he had to say about, Nas's baby mom, Carmen?
You can't. You just got to keep it above the belt.
Yeah.
When we go too low, it gets too dark. You know?
But you know what I say? Get in the booth. Go ahead and drop them records. Make some money. Monetize. Run them streams up, y'all. All right. Well, again, you guys, and Armon, make sure you check in tomorrow, please.
Okay, yes, I'll definitely
check in. From the sentencing,
in.
because that starts at 10. I want to hear what's going on live.
Okay, yeah.
So you got to call in.
Yeah, I'll call in. I'll hit you guys up.
All right, well, you guys, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Oh, yes, Angela. I am a black 57-year-old man, and I would like to know what is a good natural remedy for erectile dysfunction.
So I want to shine a light on my husband. He's been taking care of me for 9 years. He's a wonderful person. His name is Joe, and he's just been the greatest gift in my life. So I want to shout him out just for putting up with my craziness and just for loving on me.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.